Now, they ain't gonna be able to just play in our face like this, y'all. Y'all, we not finna allow this. Okay, so we gonna go back to the very first episode. Then we gonna hit episode 5, the first scene and the last scene. Then we gonna hit this sneak peek, right? And then I'm telling y'all what they ain't saying, in my darn opinion. Cause they just doing way too much and it's really going way too far. Y'all done tried it now. Now if y'all remember in episode 1, when Mama Glow called Tamika and told her that she was gonna talk to her sister and to be at the house so and so and so and so, right? Y'all remember that? At the very beginning. And when Tamika got there, no one was happy to see her. They was happy to see the niece, right? And then when she got by Tasha, the first thing she, oh, now we're hugging, right? Remember? Now we're hugging. But Tasha said that that was their very first scene. Like there was no other scene before that. So why would Tamika out the blue say, oh, now we're hugging? Because you tried to make it seem like we didn't have them other scenes first. So since you didn't have them other scenes first, where were you and when was this when your sister, you didn't give her no hug, period? So even if it wasn't from the other scenes that was prior to y'all scene where y'all had to meet up, you saw her somewhere out and you did not hug your sister. And you tried to, you tried to play the TV show as if I wasn't gonna catch that. Girl, that mean that prior to y'all taping that TV show, your sister saw you somewhere out. She went to hug you. You did not hug her then. So that's what that was. You been ain't wasn't gonna hug her. But the craziest part is this was last year, 2022. We are now in 2023. Okay? So now we gonna go further. I believe it was episode 3 when Tamika had to sit down with her mom, and her mom was still defending Tasha, and her mom gave her that fake I love you too, I really really do whoop de whoop bull crap. Now we get, and let's not forget, this was the summer of 2022. Y'all, we is finna be in the summer of 2023. This is a year ago. So we getting somewhere. Trust me, we getting somewhere. So we gonna go to the first scene of episode 5. And Tasha don't know how they even got to this point. This is what Tasha said. She also says that everybody needs to take accountability. Like it's like 10 people involved with her and Tamika. No, ma'am. We, not know everybody. We both need to take accountability. Okay. And Tamika pretty much clears that up. And she like, no, the both of us. And of course, Tasha needs to be right. And she's saying, I'm not just saying you. And people, people say a lot of things or whatever about people and stuff. But I'm not holding you to it. How did you get to people and you ain't holding on to it, and you pretty much talking to her? So I'd say you to it, because you're talking to your sister Tamika, and you said, trying to tell her, she said a lot of things, but what she said, you ain't gonna hold that to her, as if that's in comparison to 30k and what you said. That, listen, y'all, Tasha has really lost her mind. And so pretty much Tasha just pretty much like want to go over all of that and just act like she ain't just say that. So she just like they gonna get their sisterhood together because family is everything. Then she go into the bull crap. You know, Pops left us with the money low, but us sticking together, you know, they gonna have to get it right. Um, Tasha is absolutely fake. She does not comment or agree to anything unless it's in agreement with her and the way she needed to be worded in order for it to make sense to her. Like, if she ain't on top of that, then no, she can't agree to it. It's not no both of us. No, because everybody say stuff. No, ain't no both of us. Everybody say stuff. I just ain't holding on to it. Huh? Who? So Tasha just has stuff to make sense to her. It don't have to make sense to nobody else. But I would like to know, how did they get to they meet and greet? And why is it that Mama Glow did not called Tasha and threatened Tasha that she had better be there with her sister at so and so time about so and so time, especially after the fact that you gave her that fake girl, I love you too, because it is something in Tasha, it is something in Mama Glow face that every picture it looked like evil is in them, like they had the same face. Tamika looked totally different from them, like it's something in them. They face is just some about their face that tell you that they is in cahoots together. So let's not get that confused. And yes, I'm gonna keep bringing up Mama Glow because she is a very important part of why this has gotten so completely out of hand. And I'm gonna tell y'all in my opinion as to why it's getting so completely out of hand. So now we're gonna go to the very last scene of episode 5. Oh yeah, Tasha album came out Friday, y'all. How did her album do? I wonder. Hmm. But yeah, so this episode right here, I either all the stuff that been going on social media over the 30k. I don't know if they was pushing it so hard as if something else came up, like we was just gonna ignore it, because it seems like when the 30k came up, the mistress came up, it's as if y'all got more into the 30k than the mistress. And it's weird because it's like, why come for? And then you did all these videos, these non-apologies or whatever you want to call them, and you've been sticking to your guns in 2023. In 2023, everything that you said back in 2022 is a replica. Exact same, you in the same space as 2022 right now in 2023. Something is completely wrong with that picture, because in this last scene on the 5th episode, Xscape is having a meeting, and Tasha's husband has been getting kickbacks from a particular promoter that Tasha just cannot stand. And guess what? They have all of the receipts right there, text and all. And Tasha instantly was like, this don't make no sense, right? And she said, y'all gonna believe text messages. As if somebody, it's a piece of paper. Listen here. The text messages is what they is. They printed them out. You mad because it's on a piece of paper. That's the whole thing. And like everybody got a copy of exactly what was said. It's not in just one person's hands. The whole entire group know exactly what was said, right? She don't believe her husband had anything to do with it. And the craziest part is now you and your husband is now having a track record of stealing from people. This is what is going on. The 30K solidifies everything else. And I mean everything else. Because there's no way that this promoter could possibly want to have. First of all, they had to go to this promoter and I guess trying to promote, I guess, this show that they're going to be doing, I guess, on episode 6. So if they're going to be doing a show, they have to talk to this particular promoter. So if they didn't have to talk to that particular promoter, they probably would have never knew any of this. So they don't know why promoters is out here not liking them. And come to find out, the whole time it's been because of your husband Rocky literally getting kickbacks and telling people that it's gonna be 4 girls and this, that, and the third, and getting money behind it. Because you're getting the money too, because you're the one who got the 4 together. So no matter how you put this, ma'am, you are in 110% on this. Just like, ma'am, you are 110% on your sister's 30K missing. You ain't gonna keep acting like you is just a deer in headlights and stuff keep busting you in your face and you keep getting confused. I'm not with it. We not gonna keep doing it. Girl, you is not finna keep on in 2023 keeping up with I'm just finding out. Girl, you ain't just finding out. You don't know how you got nowhere. You don't know a goddamn thing. The only thing that you seem to know is you have gotten caught. And you keep on going back to these lies as if that's gonna make you look any better. Then all this stuff came out before your album. Girl, your album, I'm guaranteeing, is not nowhere. And it came out Good Friday. Girl, today is what? Easter. This is the day. Like, if your album didn't shoot through the records, and at platinum, gold, or something by Easter Sunday today, honey, I don't know what to tell you. But y'all, we got to get into the sneak peek. We got to get into the sneak peek.
Screenshot of text messages between you and the promoter, and they're saying that you've been getting kickback and all this stuff. So they got these pieces of paper. You on speakerphone? Go ahead.
Tasha, I don't want you to say 2 words on my behalf.
I don't want you to say that. That's not true. Yeah, it is. He talking to you all the time. That's why you're in this predicament. That's not why I'm in this. I'm not in no predicament.
Hey, listen, y'all can do all that back and forth about what said he sent me, but I ain't take shit from him, and I ain't got that to hide.
Rocky, these are just prints. These are actual screenshots of the text message. So you don't have text messages talking to him about Xscape and helping him lock in the 4 members and him giving you money for it.
Me and him got the same text message.
Right, of course you do.
Right, so I can show y'all my phone. You'll see the same thing whatever we text, and ain't got to do with Xscape. Never. Not one text message. So I don't know, and I don't care, because I ain't got none of y'all money.
Well, it's right here. It's right here. Girl, he wasn't stealing from you. He's not been stealing from you. When my sister met Rocky, she changed. To the point now, anything that he tells her, she believes. She's brainwashed. And that's something that I can't undo.
Hey, Tasha, don't even speak for me.
Okay, go ahead.
Kickbacks are for people who have to hustle. I don't have to hustle. I do the deals.
And then let me chime in and say this. There have been times when a lot of us have brought shows to the table and have gotten a percentage because we feel like you brought it to the table. We've never had any problems with that.
What I'm saying is I don't have to get kickbacks.
I got you.
I don't get kickbacks.
Mm-hmm.
If somebody paying me, they owe me. That means I did the deal. So then this ain't stealing. Since I'm taking their money and I ain't never did do what you gotta do, sweetheart.
Listen, I'm good, right? I'm so good. Okay, bye. I mean, I get it. It's your man. I understand. We all supposed to support our man. We love our man or whatever. Mm-hmm. But sometimes we have to acknowledge when things don't be right. Mm-hmm. I'm cool on all of this. Let's get through this Ontario show and we can see where it takes us. That's fine.
It's a shame that Tasha act like she don't know what iPhone text messages meant deal with. And then it's an even crazier shame that she thought that her husband would have the answers.
So Tasha decides to explain to Rocky as she called him on this telephone, honey. And she say, they got these pieces of paper. They got these pieces of paper that they say is text messages from you and another promoter, da 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 da. He say, don't say 2 words on my behalf. I didn't take nothing from them. I have nothing to hide. And he went to tell them that he got the same text messages that the promoter got. And it has absolutely not one text has absolutely nothing to do with Xscape. Not one. Right? Not one. And he don't care because he got none of they coin. Okay? He don't got none of they coin. And when they like, no, you been stealing from us, Tasha singles out Tamika and say to Tamika personally, her sister, he has not been stealing from you. Tamika, he has not been stealing from you. But pretty much you saying, but he only stealing from Tiny and Candy. And then when he's saying don't say nothing for him, Tamika just feels like her sister is brainwashed because for some reason she believes any and everything that Rocky says. I guess whenever she has to answer a question for him, like, I guess it's a rule that you don't answer for me because you don't know what the hell to say. Did what I got out of it. So Rocky and Tasha is doing the confessional. Right? And he is saying that kickbacks is for hustlers and he do deals. So pretty much he not a hustler. He don't have to hustle nothing. And Tasha goes to cut him off and say, let her add this. And she said that in the past, like when they have brought shows to the table or what have you, they would get a percentage. As in every member of Xscape that brought a show, whether it was Tiny, Candy, Tamika, or Tasha, they would get a percentage out of the full monies that is for Xscape. So instead of it being 25, 25, 25, what you're saying is maybe somebody got 30%. And then y'all get the rest because I brought the show. Because that's what I got out of it. Like, out of all the money that's supposed to be for us, you'll get a little bit extra only because you brought the show. And Rocky like, nah, baby, outside of that percentage, he don't get kickbacks at all. If they are paying him, they owe him because he did the deal, and that's not stealing. So what Rocky is saying is, yeah, y'all got a deal, and yeah, if I brought y'all a show, I got a percentage out of y'all full Xscape money. But on the other side of things, I done talked up me another deal. It's not on paper. And so this money here is mine because I made a deal that I'm going to make my wife get all 4 of them. So when my wife get all 4 of them, yeah, I'm going to have to get this extra 30 piece. You know what I'm saying? I need another 30K because I'm using my wife and me. We using influence. So outside of the full Xscape money, I'm talking about for me and me only. I'm going to get this extra 30K for this deal that you and me is making that all 4 of the girls come. Get what I'm saying? So at the same time, let's not forget that Candy is now going back and everything is now making more sense to Candy. When Candy was not trying to be a part of the group and Tasha out the blue is calling to tell Candy to come on and do this group, it makes more sense to Candy now. It makes a whole lot of more sense to Candy now. After that, she's seeing these text messages and the time frames of these messages. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so it's not a doubt in their mind. Like, yeah, we remember this time frame. We remember y'all were working hard to get us all together. Yeah. Oh, so y'all was stealing from the beginning of us getting back together from the gate. That's what that means. And the reason why this is why they've been having problems with the promoters. Like, they are now getting it. They have always heard these things, but they never had proof. Now that they have proof, Tasha and Rocky want to make them feel like they don't know what the hell going on. And so now they get back to the show, and it's like Rocky just tells Tasha, like, since he doing all this stealing and stuff from them, then he tells Tasha to do what she has to do. And of course, Tasha is gonna be good. She good on all these, that and the third, right? But y'all know she about to go, right? So she about to go. So as she's leaving, she's on the phone. And all of a sudden, she cares that her family is falling apart and everybody else just wants to make money. So here's my thing. Your family is falling apart. Now, when this show first started, y'all family was already falling apart. Your mother got on the phone with Tamika and pretty much threatened her to come and have a conversation with you. Why haven't your mother at now time called you and threatened you to have a conversation with your sister? You see, because your mother, since the 30K, she has been extremely upset with Tamika because this has come to the forefront. Not only that, she did a fake ass I love you. I didn't like that fake ass I love you after Tamika poured out all her feelings on her shoulder and telling you, like, this is how I feel. Which I, so in her defense, if she really meant what she said, you should have, Tasha, gotten a phone call threatening you to link up with your sister at your mom's house to clear this 30K situation. But see, I think the real reason is because we're going to go all the way back to some of these interviews and things. Okay, so when Rocky was on Tasha K, he said, you could show my wife 10, 12 text messages, it don't matter. None of them is mine. And he made it very clear. He like, no, Tasha, none of them is mine. It was as if you was telling us that you figured that Bravo was going to bring up this text messaging thing. Correct? And so you call yourself getting ahead of that. So now we understand why you said, if you showed my wife 10, 12 text messages, why they would never be yours. That made more sense. See, your brainwashing is ahead of the game. You know what I'm saying? You don't wait for the game to come. You go ahead of the game and you spill all your beans. You give us all your ammo. Then, when you went on, after you did that good blurt of all the bullcrap, you go on Ricky Smiley, and all of a sudden, you're going to listen to your mother-in-law and not say anything, and we're just going to keep it in the family. And yet, as of date, your mother-in-law still have not called you or Tasha to have to do a conversation with Tamika with threats. It still has not came up. And I have figured out, or I believe, I think, and in my opinion, Mama Glow is the ringleader of the exposure of Tasha and Rocky and herself. This is the real deal. She just is y'all behind the scene person, because it's mighty weird that she was very upset with Tamika for bringing it out. Did your mother, Mama Glow, did you sign the back of that check? The reason why your daughter Tasha is like a deer in the headlights? Did you, Mama Glow, get a cut from this check after maybe Tasha and Rocky cashed this check, but you knew all about it? Everything about this, and even when Tamika said she brought it to you 10 years ago, you were mad at her for saying something to you about it. You cannot be mad about something you don't know about already. There's a reason why you're upset every time this subject comes up. It's very touchy for you, and you're not even involved. But are you? Are you involved, Mama Glow? Because I just feel like you are at the forefront of this. And it is because of your son-in-law as to why I think like that. Because on Tasha K, he had already told us about some text messages that if you show them to his wife, they won't be his. And he was very adamant on, no, for real, Tasha, they ain't mine, though. Watch what I tell you. So guess what happens? It comes out on the R&B, the Queens of R&B. So then these text messages pop up, and she is so oblivious to the fact that this could possibly be her husband. It has his number up there, but for some reason it's not nothing. And she's also intertwined deeply into this. And I don't know if anybody knows this, but in this type of business of the entertainment, yeah, this could really jeopardize the heck out of Xscape on so many different type of levels. But since that was a year ago, I'm believing that there's some works that has worked out, because yeah, Xscape is moving right along without Tasha very well. And so I guess they had to clear up and get things established over again to these promoters that Rocky has messed up for them. So at this same time, now Tasha is in jeopardy. It's going to be like, because now Rocky, now that you have been exposed by Xscape from the different promoters, I'm not sure if this is the only one. It's probably the only one we're hearing about, but I'm sure since then they have figured out some extra stuff. But now when you go to try to get your Tasha, your wife, to get some shows, you have jeopardized that for your wife, and you knew she was having a whole CD coming out. I believe you built Tasha into this mega woman that believes that because she lost weight. That's why I don't like men sometimes and how they operate, because y'all get these low self-esteem women. Then you got into it like you got to get all these surgeries, and she done lost all this good weight to try to be like the women that you really want. but then it's too late. So now you don't really want Tasha no more. So you just got her out here looking like a deer in headlights, looking like a whole fool for you for no darn reason, all because her self-esteem was low, and she thinks that you're everything to her at this moment because you was the one that stuck through there through the fatness, you stuck through there through the thickness, and you still here through the thinness. So she think you the only one that you is like the savior, like you is her God or something. I don't know what it is, but y'all, I can't wait for tonight. I'm gonna come back with episode 6, and I can't wait to see how this pan out. But Mama Go, I see you, boo. I see you, boo. You ain't getting nothing past me.